Imagine living your life, your whole life, with normal vision, cooking your own meals, driving yourself to work every day, or even recognizing the faces of your relatives from across the street, until everyone and everything that you saw became more and more blurry, and even the sun didn't shine as bright as it used to. And what's more, you realize that slowly but surely, you were going completely blind. This is what 35-year-old George Ang of Whittier, California experienced, and this is what he saw. Complete darkness. For 3.5 years of his life, darkness. Just last week, George walked through these doors, totally blind, yet hopeful that things would change. And they have. And thanks to his ophthalmologist, Dr. Reginald Sampson, and his staff, they were able to regain sight in his right eye to 20/25. And in today's visit, they are hopeful that they will regain sight in his left eye as well. Dr. Sampson is more than confident that today's procedure will be a successful one.
I have seen him do cases on patients that nobody would touch, and they've given their vision back. To be a part of the gift of sight, I love it. You know, a lot of people come in and don't have any hope. And so when Dr. Sampson gets a hold of them, to be able to see them get their vision back, it's quite an amazing journey. You can take anything from me, just don't take my vision. And so when we can give them back a little bit of vision, or a lot of vision, absolutely, it's amazing.
Better than what they started out with sometimes.
Yes, George will have better vision than he ever had before.
And he may not even need any of these.
Absolutely.
Wow. Thanks, Millie.
Variety City is here to see this delicate process through.
Now, with both eyes having undergone surgery, we've been invited to chat with this patient and his physician just moments after this second eye surgery.
We're all excited to see George see the world for the first time again.
Ophthalmology has benefited from the space program, started in the late 60s. Miniaturization, microscopes, fine instruments, and now a surgery that used to take us an hour might take 7 or 8 minutes. We have an instrument called a phacoemulsifier, which really, I call it a sophisticated jackhammer. It's a very small instrument that, just like a jackhammer, it vibrates with ultrasound rate of about 60,000 cycles per second.
You put that in the eye?
Yes. I commend him really for going to a person, because right away I just told him, hey, let's do your surgery now. And for him, it probably was a shock, because he hadn't heard that. And so he's probably thinking, well, this guy may not know what he's doing.
I know a lot of it is medical. How much of it is strictly from the heart?
Well, I've been blessed, to become a doctor, to have all these years of experience. And I think sometimes a part of it is just, I can do this.
Why are you so doubt-free? Like, how did you just jump into this when 3 others said they didn't want the job?
I think that when George sought other care before he came to our office, what he encountered was doctors who were extremely worried. Look, I'm going to take his cataract out, and he still may not be able to see. We never ever expected him to see in the 20/20 or 20/30 range.
So even you're surprised?
Yeah, we were surprised that the retina was perfect, that there was no diabetes in the eye. George in his right eye is 20/25. In his left eye, he's about 20/70. And the reason for that is George is relatively young. He's young for cataracts, young for surgery. He's 35 years old. And we wanted him to have some reading vision. We can take advantage of disparities between the 2 eyes. We can make one eye for distance and one for near. But it will allow George to read well into his 70s or 80s. I think in the end he was very happy and relieved that his vision was fine. He has no bleeding in his eyes. And with him going forward with a great diet, he may not ever have that complication in his life.
What does that diet look like?
It's a more balanced diet with protein and vegetables and sugar-free.
Some would call George's procedure today a modern-day miracle. I'm sure George would agree.
Plus, now he has a second chance at new life with new vision. Dr. Sampson and his staff are now on to the next miracle to perform on a new hopeful right now.
Keeping track of your health is imperative, whether it be more physical activity, a cleaner diet, or yearly eye exams. Let's learn from George and value what we have before it's gone. Visit MontebelloEyeCenter.com for more details and info about your eye care.